our southern border, a crisis that's turning one Arizona county into a deadly speedway for smuggling drugs and increasingly for smuggling people as well. This county in a rural area along the border is where migrant smuggling is rampant. It is very, very common, and investigators say the growing business is run by drug cartels. And most of the smugglers, they're American citizens, often recruited on social media, some of them very, very young. Chris Van Cleve rode along with deputies who are risking their lives at this point every night trying to chase down these criminals, and he joins us now. Chris, good morning.
Good morning. These American citizens turned human smugglers are told to get out of Cochise County as quickly as they can. And investigators say they are often bringing people 3 hours north here to Phoenix. It creates dangerous situations on the roads. Nearly 20 people have died in crashes related to smuggling in that county alone. Risks we saw for ourselves. Our night down there ended with smuggling suspects in handcuffs and a deputy in the hospital. A high-speed pursuit near the border in southeast Arizona. It's just another night for sheriff's deputies trying to contain a problem, turning rural Cochise County into a raceway for cartel-led human smuggling.
It is 100% new work for the cartels.
The day started with us on patrol with Deputy Chris Oletsky, a 20-year Marine veteran who joined the sheriff's department about 3 years ago.
Sir, how are you?
He's part of a 5-man team focused solely on intercepting human smugglers.
How often are you seeing high-speed pursuits?
I mean, to give you an idea, I think it was this Tuesday, there were 5, I think, in about 2 hours, maybe 3 hours.
5 pursuits in just a few hours in a single county, covering about 6,200 square miles, roughly the size of Connecticut and Rhode Island combined, with 83 miles of Mexican border and just 99 sworn deputies.
Approximately 70 miles.
Chases like this, captured on officer body camera video in May. The driver crashed and made a run for it as his car caught on fire.
I can't see the release now.
With a migrant in the trunk.
Get out, come on.
Deputies managed to get him out unhurt.
Smuggling and trafficking drugs, humans, it's every day. It's every day.
County Sheriff Mark Daniels.
And every time I hear a deputy or an officer or an agent said, we're in pursuit, we have a fare to yield, I cringe because right there, my citizens are placed in danger.
And that's a reality. In October 2021, a 16-year-old suspected smuggler crashed into a 65-year-old headed to her own birthday dinner. She died. Last year, Arizona passed a strict new felony human smuggling statute trying to address the problem. The sheriff says the vast majority of the more than 400 arrested since are American citizens who came from out of town, many recruited by drug cartels using social media. Messages like these intercepted by investigators promising would-be drivers thousands to race migrants away from the border.
We have over 100 juveniles in the last 18 months that we've apprehended in this county, smuggling, all the way to the age of 13 and 12 years of age. Down here, driving grandma's car, a friend's car, or mom or dad's car, down here. And it's social media.
I have eyes on spike location.
We witnessed this firsthand in June when 18-year-old Gerardo Alarcon Martin from North Carolina led deputies on a lengthy chase. He's since pleaded guilty to assisting a human smuggling operation, telling investigators he was directed to pick up 3 migrants in the desert after responding to a message on TikTok.
Was it an advertisement?
It looked like an advertisement, yeah.
What was that advertisement like?
It was just showing money.
What is that doing to the quality of life in this county?
There's no respect for human life going on. Cartels don't care about America. They don't care about you and I or anybody else that they're exploiting. They care about the dollar bill and power.
It's a deal with the devil.
It's a deal with the devil.
Back with Deputy Oletsky, as night fell, the team pulled over this car for speeding as it entered the town of Tombstone. The 23-year-old driver was from 3 hours north in Phoenix. In the back, an undocumented migrant.
And I'm sorry that I did this, and I'm sorry I'm sitting here wasting you guys' time.
We're heading southbound.
Just minutes later, we were racing to intercept a suspected smuggler after the speeding vehicle refused to stop.
A Border Patrol ended up in a pursuit. That vehicle fled from Border Patrol.
The goal is to stop the SUV before it gets into town. As the police pursuit approaches, Oletsky lays down a spike strip. It's now where what had become routine became anything but. And the life and death consequences this community faces became instantly real.
Hang on. You went down over the edge. You went over the edge. Stay where you are. Just stay where you are.
We flagged down this passing Border Patrol agent who called for help. This is dangerous work. After Spike stripping that fleeing SUV, our deputy slipped and fell off the embankment here, about 10 feet down onto concrete. He's going to have to be airlifted to a hospital in Tucson. The driver, 47-year-old Bernadette Pagua of the Phoenix area, was arrested a couple of miles up the road. The spike strip took out 3 of her tires. At least 6 suspected migrants ran from the scene.
Why didn't you stop for the police?
She's charged with human smuggling and DUI and will likely face additional charges stemming from Oletsky's injuries.
One of your deputies was almost killed last night.
Yeah,
You make you angry?
it pisses me off because we've been talking about this for almost 3 years. I've testified in front of Congress. I've met with anybody that'll listen to us. And every day that goes by, I see another tragedy.
You've got these folks that are hell-bent on getting away. Would it be safer to not pursue?
We have revised our pursuit policy. We have revised our operational, our interdiction. You name it, we've done it. But when you have a car going 100 miles an hour and you turn your head and go their way and they kill a family, how do you live with yourself? You can't.
Deputy Oletsky is in stable condition. He suffered a broken femur, broken pelvis, broken wrist, and broken elbow. There's some concern about a potential head injury from the fall. But the sheriff says before he went into surgery, he told his wife he plans to go back to work, back to patrolling those rural roads turned into smuggling speedways. Guys?
Wow, Chris.
Eye-opening.
Yeah, very eye-opening. And, Congress is now not working, so there's no solution to the border crisis, no new laws, no new funding, no new security regulations. Chris, are the things that you saw out there that you couldn't fit into the story itself, that you didn't have footage of, that stand out to you?
Yeah, certainly the sheriff's frustration. You got a sense of that in his answer there, where he really blames Washington for not taking action on immigration reform, but also just the fact that these deputies are out there often by themselves. They don't have car partners. Backup could be miles away. We were fortunate that we were able to flag down that Border Patrol agent who was racing to join the pursuit, and that was able to get help on the way. And that border agent rushed through a barbed wire fence to get down to that injured deputy to offer assistance. But these guys are out there risking their lives, often on their own, in a very big county without a lot of backup.
And going back again, he says, and also it seems like there might be something social media can do. These young kids look at this and see a stack of money and think, I'm going to do that, without really looking at the whole big picture. That was very scary stuff you showed us.
Very scary. Chris.